Alright guys, here's your Night Rider part 2, and somewhere around this part there was an enormous jumping hill at the Baggermolen back in the late 70s. So this is part 2 that is called the Baggermolen. Can you hear my voice? I hope you can hear my voice. And there was a big hill here, somewhere around here at this spot. There was an enormous hill for major jumps, and I can remember the terrain was pretty tough. In the summer when the sand would dry up, you know Holland, right? You know the terrain conditions in Holland. When in the summer when the sun was out and the terrain was hot, the sand would get very heavy and dry. And then the motocross people would go back within a small forest. They removed that as well. It was somewhere over there. And then they came back. They made a turn in the forest, which is all actually gone now. It's hard to explain. It is now 2021. I'm talking 1978, 1979, guys. And then they would go back, and there, somewhere up there, in the far distance, was another jumping hill. The track was not particularly big, but in the day it was actually quite excited. Well, anyway, guys, as you can see now, they leveled it completely. The small forest that was actually in front of these trees you can see in the far distance, they also got rid of it, and now it's just I don't know what they're doing with this field. Well, as you can see now, the fences are everywhere. You cannot enter this anymore. So people are walking here with dogs nowadays. So, you know. Anyway, guys, this was back in the late 70s. It was called the Baggermolen in Dutch. It was a very famous motocross track. Not for races, but actually for amateur motocross enthusiasts who would love to come out here in the weekend and do some training or whatever. And I don't know if you know a Dutch motocrosser called Gerard Rond. If you came here in the middle of the week in the late 70s and you were really lucky, you could see Gerard Rond with his factory Suzuki motocross 500cc. But then you needed all the luck in the world. And sometimes, when I was not going to school, I would come out here, and if you were very lucky, Gerard Rond, the famous Dutch motocrosser back in the day, he would come out here with his factory of Suzuki and do some training laps. Anyway, guys, look at the terrain. You see what I'm talking about? Can you see the terrain? It's actually a little wet now because it's been raining last night. There's my bicycle there. Well, anyway, guys, conclusion is that they completely leveled this racetrack. It's now completely gone. You cannot imagine what it was like back in the late 70s. So anyway, I'm going back to... Can you see the ground here? Look at the ground. It's pretty tough. You see my bicycle there? I cannot ride it. I have to walk it on my hand with my hand because as you can see, the terrain is very tough. Anyway, I'm going back now. Night Rider saying over and out, and I will catch you guys very soon. So take care.